If you're a farmer, you're a soils person.
We're not just farming our sheep and cows, we're farming the soil, and the soil is a living, breathing, moving sort of mass.
Once you get that right, everything else comes right. You're growing better product, you're growing better lands, everything's better. You have less insects, less spraying you have to do.
We've got to change our thinking, we've got to look for something different that is not working against nature but working with nature. And that's sort of the real big stepping stone.
The years when you get very conscious of doing things sustainably, often the dry years, that's when you start to realise I need to start improving this environment and making it more robust to handle these environmental extremes.
So for us, it's not about being organic, it's actually being nutrient dense. So the more nutrients we can get into the plant, the healthier it is, the less need there is for chemicals. Because we've got the flowers in the vineyard, those flowers bring our hunter bugs in and they catch our pests. These have saved us a fortune in costs and time. As a small vineyard, it's important.
The practices that we've introduced is putting a compost on our vines. Sheep save us a lot of pastures in the vineyard to get rid of weeds. So if we're going to buy a product, we close that loop and don't have waste product left behind.
We have committed to revegetate 5% of our land holding.
We're looking really closely at measuring soil carbon in vineyards. We feel that we're already actively making changes to what that soil carbon balance may be, and so we'd really like to benchmark that right now.
As the world mobilises to fight climate change, carbon accounting is becoming increasingly important, and landowners should put themselves in a position to profit from appropriate carbon policy.
The climate and soil that we've got here in the Limestone Coast, we can grow grass like crazy, which is growing carbon. We can grow carbon faster than anywhere else in South Australia here. The more carbon you have in the soil, the less issues you have of disease pressure as well. So you actually decrease your disease issues, increase your profitability, and Limestone Coast is a perfect place to do it.
At the end of the day, to maintain farming, you need to be profitable. You need to be able to maintain it long term for many, many years to come, and not just sustain it, but ideally improve it to a point where it's better in future than what it is now.
One of our values is that we believe in improving the environment for future generations.
If we look after our farm and can farm better, aren't we leaving it better for them?
If I'm to leave one legacy, it's to walk away from this vineyard having left it in a better state than when I started.